Guys, good morning. I get to hit the record switch here, but Anthony's probably already, yeah, of course, he's already taking care of it for me. Guys, welcome on Saturday morning. It's the last Saturday of September. A lot of us are excited because it starts off some college football for the Southeastern Conference. So many of us are excited about today. But guys, as we get started, these Saturdays have really become, best way to describe it is that I look forward to them every week. I mean, I have so many people made me feel so good in Texas last week about how much they enjoyed the Saturday mornings. That really makes, we know that we're getting accomplished something when people are always on. And Todd was talking about, that we need to do something more about basics again. We sometimes get off track. And so this morning, Todd's got, hopefully can share his screens. We're going to talk about getting a new rep started. We've got several people here that are going to chime in. But guys, you already heard him say that next week we got the Snyders from Canada, and they're going to have several people here. Some of their top leaders, all of us to say, just absolutely amazing leaders out of Canada. So they'll be here next Saturday, and then the next Saturday we will have Deanna Latson. So the next 2 weeks, I would highly recommend that you are here. They're going to be very power-packed calls, and you'll learn a lot of different things. So Todd, with that, I'm going to turn it to you. I know you've got the PowerPoint about ready to pull up, so hopefully it's working for you on this end now.
Yeah, Chris, I tell you what, it's an exciting morning. And, one of the things we get so engulfed in RX that sometimes we get, especially after we come back from an event like we just had in Fort Worth, Texas. By the way, just fabulous if you weren't there. This company is getting ready to enter full-blown momentum, not only in North America, but throughout the world. We're going to do things that have never been done before in the network marketing industry. And you've never been in a better place at a better time, ever in your entire life. This is a special moment in time. But we have a number of co-hosts this morning. And what we want to do today is go back to the very basics. Either I'm new today on this, and I'm still trying to figure my way out through this process, or I am seasoned in this, but my team is not duplicating and growing like I want it to, and I want my team to be better ingrained. And it really all begins with getting a person started correctly, and then having a system that can duplicate over time, meaning that pretty quickly it can actually work without your presence. That's what we're all trying to create here in this type of business, is a residual income flow. Not that we're not going to be present, but it's got to grow out from your fingertips. If you are only producing where you're at, your business is not very big. You want to be able to turn your X-Office on that we're getting ready to teach you and see customers going in, reps going in, and your organization expanding forward without you. And, Chris, it really begins with the getting started part, and that is, how do we get a new rep started? And, that's, generally speaking, we start them with a transformation pack or an experience pack. Those are the two names of the packs most used, or we start them with an ultimate pack, and we're going to explain the difference. Chris, as I'm getting the PowerPoint pulled back up, I'm going to go to you and Richard. You're going to see the slide corresponding with it. But you and Richard talk a little bit about how you got everybody started in Arkansas with a Transformation Pack C, what it did for people from a weight loss standpoint, the 3 products that come with it, and talk to them about why that pack gets them qualified for the business.
So Todd, let me say this, as we all know that duplication is so important, is simplification. I use the word duplication and simplification because if you do something that's complicated, it's going to make it hard. Richard wasn't sure he even wanted to do the business when he started. He was actually telling me unequivocally he didn't want to do the business. But he got started on a pack, I don't know that he even knew the name of the company. All he knew was he wanted the transformation, and he started on what we call Transformation Pack C. And that's what he called it. The company for the longest was Transformation Pack C. And the reason I did that was because I didn't want him to be complicated. He didn't even know that we carried other brands. And I want to make that very clear to guys. Even though in many of our presentations we talk about divisions, guys, concentrate on whatever you're going to build around. In our case, we build around Nutrify and the slenderized product with the weight loss and health changes. So we want to simplify it. And these packs that have been put together, listen, if RX has an Achilles heel, it's because the complicated comp plan, even though it's the absolute best compensation plan in the industry, it's not easy to explain. So these packages include something called a 2X membership. I never bring it up to people. I never mention it. I just tell them that this package gets them set up the way they need to be set up. There's no need to, they can learn all the verbiage at some other time. So as you get started, understand these packs were developed to simplify the situation. So Richard, why don't you talk about what you did and how you made that kind of transfer that over to duplicating in Arkansas?
Yeah, like you said, Chris, when I joined up, I was in it for my health. I was afraid I was going to find myself dead on the back 40 somewhere, or my wife or somebody. So I joined up for that, and I did. I just you had told me it was a Transformation Pack C, and people was asking me what it was, and I just told them it was a bunch of vitamins. I really didn't know. I didn't really even get enough information. I didn't research it on the internet. I just sort of trusted what Tina Talbert, a friend of mine, which is my sponsor, and you sponsored her. I just trusted her and you that they would work for me. And so I did no research at all. And you said I didn't even know the name of the company. I did, because when I got my box in, it had it on it. And so that's pretty well the research I did. Was a trust in you guys that because Tina had lost 30 pounds and you'd lost like 80, and when I'd met you, you was much more healthier than I had seen you years before. So that's all I needed to know. And but as we went on, I didn't know about the makeup, I didn't know about the skincare or anything. I just knew what these products were doing. I started believing in the company. And, went from there. And of course, the first probably 60 or 70 reps that I signed up was on the Transformation Pack C, because that's what I knew. And it works.
Rich, people do you have in your organization now, total?
There's over 500 now, Todd. And I'd say probably at least 400 of them came in on Transformation Pack C.
Okay, so this is for a person that wants to get their business started correctly, this is probably the #1 training checkpoint ever. RX's greatness is that we have such diversity. As a matter of fact, the new skincare that just launched, they now have a skincare, what we call a Transformation Pack. It's 250 volume points. It comes with a 2X membership. It's like $370, the exact same price. So, if anybody loves skincare, and hopefully there is, you can lead with the skincare. You can do facials in living rooms or on Zooms and lead with that pack. But what you can't do effectively is share all of our products or even all of our divisions. You can tell people we have all these divisions, but you can't share that and ever expect your business to grow without you, because it's too much info. It can't duplicate. People that are seeing this for the very first time stay confused all the time. Marc Lewis, I'm going to come to you. You did the same exact thing. You were getting a lot of couples started. You just added the 2-month Transformation Pack. All you got to do, by the way, is go into your X office. Anthony's going to go there live here in a little bit. We're going to show you exactly where to find this. But you just use the 2-month Transformation Pack. Instead of being $370, it's $425, but it throws in 2 of everything. And talk to us a little bit, Marc, about how you duplicate with a 2-month Transformation Pack.
Well, one of the things that I really like to do is, we found out we have a lot more success when we bring couples in on this together, just getting them to use the product and follow the program, because that's the secret to this, is getting people to follow the approved food list and take the product as directed. There isn't a whole lot of magic to it. There isn't any secrets to it. The SlenderX book will tell you exactly how to do everything, and you can modify it a little bit. But we found out when we had the Transformation Pack D, it was missing a box of MOA. And we sat there one day and said, why don't we add this to it? And we was able to call Rick Redford, and one day at my office with Todd, and the next day we had the product available to us, man. So modifications on anything, but this stuff works. The Transformation Packs work. I've yet to find anybody that gets on there and follows the program that doesn't lose weight and lose it as it's prescribed and as it's shown in those clinics. So I would tell you to keep it simple. Let's talk about that. I've lost 80 pounds and people look at me and say, have you done it? I said, man, got this great, I eat a little different, and then I've got some products that I take before I eat and during the day, and it takes the weight off. And I keep it that simple. I don't get into the fact, unless they start questioning me, I don't get into the fact that it rebalances your pancreas and your thyroid and your hormones, you know, and it does this, gives you energy and all this other stuff. I talk, keep it, you know, I'm an old country boy, so the KISS method works really well. Keep it simple, stupid, and go out there and just talk to people and share that it makes your life better and it makes you feel better. It's like I always tell the story of my new reps when I bring them in. Like the guy that walked in the store and says, where they sell lawnmowers at, he says, how many lawnmowers sell? I said, dude, we don't sell lawnmowers, we sell short grass. People ain't buying this for what the product is, they buying it for what it does and what benefit it is to them. So if you're not thinking along those lines, you're going to over make it too technical, and people say, God, this is way complicated. I don't know how to do all this. Hey, put some drops under your tongue before you eat, man, and follow the proof food list, and you can lose weight. It's that simple.
And the other pack person can start with is called the Ultimate. It gives them more business stuff. It ups their pay from 15 up to 30%. And Chris, you and Richard came up with the Ultimate Transformation that gives you 10 MOA, 10 drops, and 10 energy. And again, this is a RX getting a new rep business training. We always have customers, and customers can order whatever they want to. But I will tell you, getting an Ultimate pack that has a variety of every product we offer, as good as it sounds, hey, I got everything. For 99% of the people, when they get 30 products in the mail in a box, they don't know when to take them, how to take them, what does what. I mean, it's just a bunch of bottles and stuff. So, Richard, you and Chris talk about a little bit about the Ultimate pack, the 10-10-10 pack, why you created that, and tell us how it's working.
Go for it, Richard.
Yeah, you know, as a recruiter or anybody that wants to do the business, it just sort of made sense to have product on hand because, you know, a lot of times they'll sign up, they're anxious to use it, they're on fire, but then they have to wait 4 or 5 days to get their products. So I saw that as a way to keep 4 or 5 transformation packs on hand so you get the people started right away and then just have their products when they came in shipped to you. It just sort of made sense as a business to have that done, not to wait in case something happened to the shipping, you know, you mess up your new rep that's excited, just go ahead and have it done. And you know, we got to treat this thing as a business. And I think anybody that is doing the business, that actually is doing the money part, needs to go ahead and have one of these Ultimate packs on hand in inventory.
I'm going to say, just kind of give you an example, Todd. I was with Richard on, I believe it was Wednesday at lunch, and we had a young man that he and his son Chisholm set up a presentation with who decided he wanted a Transformation Pack C. He was actually going to leave town on Sunday for a several weeks trip. Well, it was Wednesday at lunch. There's no way we can get that shipped and get it to him on time. But see, Richard didn't have to worry about that. So they went, got him put in the system. Richard pulled a Transformation Pack C out of his Ultimate pack. He had the Transformation Pack C shipped to him. So he had, basically the guy got his products and was able to start day one and not be concerned. So those situations change. So we're certainly not here to tell you need to keep a lot of inventory. You can order, it's just the best price through the Ultimate Transformation has the most products for the money. But I want to reiterate a couple things that Marc said as well. Simplified. Guys, you're not selling products, you're selling a result. Richard Tuggle didn't know the name of the company. He didn't know what kind of products. He just knew they had produced results and were going to make him feel better. So you've got to, if the prospect is there for business, you're going to want to talk more about the company and more about the divisions. But in many cases with our business, so many people are contacting us because they have seen a transformation. You need to concentrate on what they contacted you for. And if you're in skincare, that may be because they see the difference in your skin. So you're going to have yours, or the Limu folks have the experience pack. Don't think these are the only packs you can use. It's all about what they're seeing and the results you've had with them, your personal experience. So
So
go ahead.
I was going to say, let's spin forward one slide, Anthony. And I do want to, Chris just made that point, is we chose energy, superfoods, and drops. It doesn't matter what you choose. We're not telling you that that's the only way to build this. What we're saying is you must have a set combination of products that you're going to lead with, or your business can't grow. It'll always, as a matter of fact, it's 100% of the time. I've never seen anybody actually build a business that slingshots products, meaning that by the time they get done talking to somebody, they've talked about 12 products and they're trying to figure out between 14 different things to order on the start. They may get that person signed up, but that person will never duplicate because they don't even know what to tell a person. So never to shortchange. I know we have a lot of skincare women here. I love the new Lucium transformation pack. It's a pack of all the skincare. Man, if I was a pretty woman, because you can drink wine and look pretty, you can't necessarily drink wine and lose weight. So there's less discipline needed. So you can show people the RX model, the different divisions, and then lead with skincare and start people on the skincare transformation pack. Results are the same. And then Anthony, you came from the Lemieux world, and you guys do the same thing, but you start people with what's called an experience pack. Doesn't matter which one, they're all inside of the X office. You can go in there and click packs, they'll all pull up. But on your paper application or your smart link, you've got to make a choice. You can't use all these we're talking about this morning. This is the Achilles heel of even mentioning everything. But I never want to pigeonhole somebody, but you got to find your path. Anthony, talk a little bit about your experience pack, how you share it.
Yes, Todd. Well, I kind of do just like how Chris and Richard, but for me, it's more of listening to the person. And if they're talking about energy, I need to go and find which packs have the energy products that can really help them out. And then if it's, maybe just they dealing with some aches and pains. Well, okay, I'm listening. So I'm just listening. I'm doing more listening to them, finding out what they're looking for pretty much. And then go and find out which packs, maybe even ask an upline or sideline, say, which products do you believe could help out a person more in this area? And then I personally will go that route. For me, it doesn't matter which pack they get started with. I just listen more than I talk, just so I can find out which pack that leads up best for them. And then I'll talk about the products that's in that pack when I'm presenting to them. So I'm listening, I'm taking notes. I have a notepad all the time when I'm listening to somebody on the phone, or maybe even chat with them on Facebook or anything. I'm always listening, taking notes. Okay, well, this person's looking to lose weight, but they also dealing with lack of energy. And they dealing with a couple of aches and pains. Well, I'm looking at the different packs and I find it. Maybe it's the transformation pack, maybe it's the experience pack. And that's what has helped me out so much. And like you said, because when you're trying to present all of it to it, it's just like overwhelming. It's kind of like the first day of class. You go to class and the teacher give you all this and say, all right, this is our agenda. And you're like, what are you talking about? This is a lot. So they always break it down in each section. That's the same way I do with the business.
Okay, and then let's go back one slide, Anthony. So I'll just give you an example of what we generally do, and it can work opposite of what I'm about to tell you, but we generally, when we present, we only talk about 3 products. I don't care which 3 you talk about, but we're going to talk about the Rejuvenex, the MOA, and the Slenderize. And then what we do, because I love the Lemieux Burn, I love the Lemieux Original, what those become are accessory products. They can go order them in their loyalty shopping. They can add them on at a later date. I really don't very seldom even add them on to a first order. Again, why? Because I'm all about building a business. I want simplicity. What do? There's nobody on planet Earth that wants to lose weight that follows the instruction of a transformation pack that won't lose weight. All the other stuff becomes accessories. But if I'm leading with an experience pack, which is the Lemieux Original, the Burn, maybe a box of MOA, then I would present on those 3 products, add in whatever your other add-in is. Marc, Richard, Chris, before we leave the packs, because this really is, if you don't get a person started correctly, you don't even start. And as they're finalizing this, Anthony, if you don't mind, go share your screen and go inside of X office, and we're going to walk everybody through now a couple of very important things in there. But Marc, Richard, Chris, anything you want to do on conclusion of the packs?
I want to stress one thing, Todd, and that is that the people, Marc said, he's doing the 2-month pack. We love it as well. Our applications that we show at a presentation, we have an application. We're only showing those 3 packs. And the only reason we have A in there is because if someone doesn't want to lose weight, we have the Giving Greens for someone who doesn't want to lose weight that just needs to feel better. but we're concentrating on C and D because, again, I had a lady, I'm gonna give you an example. I had a lady I got on the phone with that was referred to me by someone who lost some weight. She saw a thing. She had other issues going on, and I knew we have products that would help her. And I mentioned them in the presentation, but I did not want to tell her to start on them. I said, we just want you to start on Transformation Pack C. As we get into this, we'll address other issues that may come up in the next 4 to 5, 6 weeks. Let's just see how these are helping you first. I mean, I didn't know the lady. I didn't want to try to start selling her a $2,300 pack over the telephone. So I just simplified it and told her the 2-month pack or the Transformation Pack C makes it easy for you to get started, see how the products are helping. And I don't mean this, I just tell you, Marc said it, KISS, keep it simple. If you can keep it simple, 2 things happen. Even though you may know more, you may know that RestoreX is amazing to detox. You may know that Vanali helps asthma. You may know. It's irrelevant right then. What you got to do is get them believing in the products. And as you go forward, and you have to understand, Todd and I started here 7.5 years ago when it was different for us. And we really struggled with all the products and trying to learn how to do it. And this program came up, and Richard Tuggle was the first person that we started on these transformation packs that had never seen anything else. And his duplication has been very good and consistent. Doesn't mean everybody still has the same 80-20 rule. But overall, the people made it simple, good things begin to happen. And Richard, you want to add to that, or Marc, you want to add something to that?
I do, Chris. You know, and what I like about the transformation packs that we're doing is it caters to 90% of the people out there, the masses. Oh, at least 90% of the people need to lose some type of weight. They need more energy. They need to feel better. And so that's covering a blanket of most people out there. Now on my team, you know, it started out you know, $150 auto ship, and now they've added, you know, $200, $300, $400 because they're adding these other products as they get going, like the burn. And I mean, I drink 2 burns a day. I've added that to mine and a lot of my team, and the original 5X. I drink it every day. You know, so that you'll add those other products as you go, but we hit the masses. We hit what most people need at the beginning.
Hey, and I agree with you guys right on the money, man. Managing, I've even simplified down. I don't even give them an application anymore. I go on and do a smart link, and I put in, and just in case you want to know, the 2-pack SKU number is 979.010101. I've got that one memorized because that's what I sent them. I said, this is what you need to get started. You need to remember that you are the weight loss expert in the room at that point in time. You're the person that knows more about it than anybody else. You got to make sure you speak that in confidence that, hey, I can help you out with this. And if you'll follow the program, you will lose weight, period. And if you're coming across with that kind of confidence, stuff, people are going to buy from you because they know you, like you, and trust you to begin with. They wouldn't be there talking to you. And you just make it so simple. All you got to do is go in and fill in your shipping address, put in your payment information. I've already got the products picked out for you. And you just take them, and I'll send you over a cheat sheet on how to get started and what to eat, man. And that's all you got to do. And I do have that set up so it's a little easier to look at than that little, for whatever reason, people don't like to read that little book. I hadn't quite figured out why reading is so hard for most people. But I made a 1-page cheat sheet on each one of those things, on what they need to eat, and a 1-page on how they need to take the transformation pack. And I sent it to them. It's board, or put it on your refrigerator, whatever you got to do, and you can jump on it. So keep it as simple and make it as easy for them to go put their credit card information in the system and how to learn how to take the products. And then you start adding the other products in there. And then, like Richard said, the auto ships get bigger, and you hopefully make more money as that goes along, you know?
Yeah, and just Marc, how much weight have you lost?
I'm right at 80 pounds. I'm just like that close to breaking 300 pounds for the first time in 30 years.
And Richard, how much weight have you lost?
102.
102. And then Marc, how many people do you have on your team now?
We've in 6 months, and then we've got 100, and I think I looked at more than 132 people. That 48 has signed up, almost another 60 or more, 70 more, you know. or I guess that's
And
80
Richard,
more.
how many people
We have over
have on your
500.
team? By the way, we got a couple of people that have their maybe unmuted still may need to mute. We got a little bit of background noise. Richard, how much weight have you lost?
102,
And how many people do you have on your team again?
over 500. Richard Hawkins went crazy yesterday, and I don't know how many he put in yesterday. I think 3 ultimates yesterday too.
Unbelievable. Okay, so now then, one of the questions that Ronnie Blakeney asked is, when do you upgrade to ultimate? Because upgrading to ultimate switches the amount of money you're paid from 15 up to 30% on all personal transactions, signing up a new distributor, their product purchases, signing up a new customer, their product purchases that first 28 days. So Richard, you and Marc both signed up with a transformation pack, but then what happened was y'all then got educated on the business side of it, the importance. We started maybe talking about added in a meal replacement shake, or adding in the power boost, or in today's world, adding in the burn, not on the initial conversation, but on the next, second, third conversation. So if y'all don't mind, just make it real brief, but talk about then your upgrade to ultimate, when you did it and how you did it.
Yeah, I had gotten in signed up 2 or 3 people, and Chris just sort of mentioned to me that, hey, you're missing out on some commission there, and he explained the ultimate to me, and it just sort of made sense. If I'm going to do the business, I need to be ultimate. I mean, it's double commission, Todd. I mean, if I'm going to do the business, if I have and I'm sort of looking at now, getting everybody on a transformation pack, but if they've got business background, I'm sort of setting them up, if they want to be successful, to be an ultimate within 28 days. Because, if they've got a business background and they want to make money, you need to be ultimate. That's a no-brainer.
Well,
I agree with you 100%. You're talking about $2,000 on an ultimate pack of getting somebody started business. I've started a bunch of business and I've never spent $2,000 to get one started. It's all been a heck of a lot more. I've started multiple businesses and I've spent $25,000 to $50,000 to get them up and running. And $2,000 for a business owner to start a business is nothing. Or $475 to get a transformation pack just to get in the door is unbelievably inexpensive. But one of the tricks that I do, I kind of cheat. If I got somebody that's tight on money or trying to get started, I'll go in and buy some of the products that I buy for myself under them. It helps them get the ultimate, but it also gets me paid 30% on everything. Little cheat or whatever you want to call it. It's very legal. They let us do it all the time because you can bill to and ship to whoever you want to through an account. So if you do that in the first 28 days, you help your new rep get the ultimate quicker. And we've done several people like that while we're buying our product and getting 30% off of it versus making 15 on it. So you kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Everybody gets to win in that process. So just kind of think about that. Like, even if you're buying, like Richard's probably buying him ultimate packs through one of his new reps and getting it at a discount and then turning around and reusing it at the full retail price or whatever he's giving it out at. That's part of being a business owner. You get to decide pretty much what you want to spend or what you want to make on a product, and you get to do it that way. So don't think you're locked into doing certain things a certain way and trying to help people out. I don't think you'll ever have any problems with this company or anybody in it, as long as you're looking out to do the best thing for the client and the rep, and doing the best thing for the company and doing the best thing for you. Then you'll be successful in this business.
Let me add something. I want to clear something up. When someone said, when you tell somebody about the ultimate, when they started having a transformation and they start thinking about the business side, my line is simply, I want to show you all the way you can get paid here. And I don't want you upset with me later that I didn't explain to you how this ultimate works. That's an easy lead in. I don't want you upset with me later when I didn't share with you there's another income stream that you don't know about. That's exactly how Richard Hawkins upgraded a year and a half ago. And Richard Hawkins, tell him how many ultimates he's got on his team. He does the same thing Marc talked about. If he gets someone and he's personally sponsored, think about that. If you personally sponsored the person, you're an ultimate, then you're getting 30%. If he needs product or he's going to order something, he's going to order it through that new route. Helps them move up. He's going to tell them he's done it, but he's also going to get product to get a bigger commission on it. So it's a great tool, but you just need to make sure that you can lead in. A lot of, if you don't lead it in, they think you're just trying to talk them out of another $2,000. What you want to do is make sure you say, I just want you to, I don't want you mad at me later. I say that line all the time. I don't want you upset later. I didn't share with you how to get all the money in the comp plan. If you don't want to do that, that is your choice, but at least you know every bit of the comp plan. So that's kind of an easy way of saying it. And you'd be amazed how many people decide later they want to become ultimate, and it is good because they do make more money, and that is a good thing. There's a lot of perks that go along with it other than just another 15% up front. But Todd, let's talk about what they do after they get started. I think plugging people in is where so many people fall short. I know I do. I don't get people plugged into the system. The MOA challenge, most people are on Facebook. And I think we need to make sure everybody gets plugged in to what's going on. I think sometimes we don't do that enough. And the MOA challenge that you created Facebook page helps so many people because they realize what's going on. So why don't we talk about that a little bit, about what they do after they get them going?
Yeah, Chris. So I get a new rep started, and we're going to go to Kim Gray here in a little bit. But I want to say one last thing about the Ultimate, because there's always people that want people to join as Ultimate on day one, which is wonderful. But I'm just going to always caution that if you want to build a big business, 85% of our country cannot join as an Ultimate on day one. They don't have enough knowledge, real knowledge, to make that type of decision. I mean, I was a high school football coach. I had to borrow money to start with a transformation pack, much less an Ultimate. That was so far beyond my reach. But once I get involved and I start making money and I understand the process, well, then it warrants it. Now, hey, I can come up with the money because I want the benefits. So anyway, don't rush that process with the wrong people. It'll always stagnate your business. But once I get a new rep started, the next two tips are extremely important. Number one, I want to get them started on auto ship on day one, because getting somebody paid is the most important thing we can do. And they cannot receive pay if they don't have an auto ship. When we put them in the system, we always do it on our paper applications, Chris. Our signups are always easy. Your teams, my teams, we know we have 1 or 2 packs they're choosing from, and we have 1 or 2 auto ships they're choosing from. So it's boom, boom, in the system, duplication. I can sign up somebody today, and they don't have to call me tomorrow and ask me how to sign somebody up, because it was so simple. For them, they had a little paper application. They check, and all they got to do now is print out the paper application and check. And it's on researchmoa.com if you want it. Don't make it any harder than that. I know Marc Lewis does the same thing through SmartLink. So it's always a simple process. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid is the key word I used to have as a football coach. All right. So then the next step is getting a person, their auto ship turned on. It will not bill to the 4th Friday. So whatever day of the week they sign up on, you put that auto ship in, $150 or 100 volume points. That way they're eligible for pay the following Friday. And the 4th Friday, so you just count on the calendar. You show them on the 4th Friday, this is the first time it will bill. There's no contract. You decide you hate the product, hate the company. Here's the 800 number. I'll always give people Rep Services 800 number on the sign-up process. We actually have a getting started sheet that walks them through, the basic stuff, rx.com, our website, X Office. Here's your ID. Here's your password. Here's your rep service number. You can call and cancel, and then you can switch this out anything you want. If you find other products you want, you can add to it. We're getting ready to go inside the back office live and show you exactly how to do that. But the other step is, and this is where most people drop the ball, to include me sometimes, because every presentation is different. Sometimes it's easier to do than others, but we've got to get them plugged in. So whether you plug them into RX Nation on Facebook or MOA Challenge or both, those are the 2 business groups. You can always plug them into some subsidiary groups that do weight loss. I know Marc's got his own weight loss little group. Tammy Crumwitty does weight loss on Facebook. Those are all wonderful, but you got to get them plugged into the mass information. The quickest thing to stagnate a business is not letting people see what's going on around the world, because everybody relates to different people. Sometimes I could talk to a person, they would have no interest in what I said, and then they get on there and they see a post from Anthony Moreland, or they see a recorded Zoom from Anthony or Tammy or whoever it may be, and they're like, oh my gosh, I relate to that person. I could really do this. So you want to get them exposed to all of those things. So We use researchmoa.com. We use arix.com. On Facebook, we use Moa Challenge. We use RX Nation. Those are the 4 things you want to make sure they're a part of at all times. And I think Anthony's sharing his screen now, maybe going to show you that real quick. As a matter of fact, Anthony, if you want to real quick, just show real quick how you plug a person in. And then when we get done doing this, we're going to go right into the X office and show you the most important things a new person needs to do inside the X office.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so if I'm on my computer here, all you simply do is just go right up here. If I was inviting somebody to Moa Challenge, go right up here to invite, and you just simply just type in their name. If they're already in the group, their name won't show up. So if I try to add Todd, his name won't pull up. But you just simply just go in there. But if I wanted to add my friend Todd Palmer or Todd Harrell, I would simply just go right here, click it, and then I can hit invite. And it'll go straight to their page. In this case, matter of fact, I haven't added my good friend here to Moa Challenge, so I can add him. He's already in the business, so guess what? I could just type in his name, click right here, and hit invite. That's simple. And it goes both. Either it's the RX Nation, Moa Challenge. I see some people from Africa. The South African team is here, and they also have a South African group page. Same thing. You invite your friends there, like Todd said. You build up that community. And I know, for instance, I haven't set it up in Moa Challenge yet, but like for instance, a new person can also go to the Units tab in RX Nation, and then they can go through right here at the Units tab on their phone or their computer, and they can see different trainings, compensation plan, about the products. I've already put those in here so they can learn about. And that's another place where they can actually learn if they don't want to go to the website.
I'll be dang, I just learned something, Anthony. That's good. So, hey, Richard and Marc, I know that you guys both created subsidiaries. I know that we got Arkansas Moa Challenge. I know that, Marc, you've created your weight loss group. So real quick, anything that you guys want to add about how you get a new rep plugged in and get to the source?
Well,
Go ahead.
go ahead. Well, hey, just real quickly, yeah, getting them plugged into that's important. But one of the things that Beth does all the time is, especially, we got people that are movers and shakers. You got some people that are bench warmers and sandwich eaters, and then you got some that are in the game playing. And the ones that are in the game playing, you gotta stay with them a little bit, because things get discouraging from time to time. Somebody tells them no, or 2 or 3 people tell them no, or somebody that thought was going to be good drops off. You got to stay plugged in with them and keep them motivated. That's part of being a good captain or a good leader in your legs that you're building, is helping those people stay motivated, helps stay focused on what the thing is. And I always talk about the main thing is the main thing, and that's finding new people is one of the main things. And the other main thing is keeping them on the product and keeping them buying more product. So those are the main. And so just remember, the main thing is the main thing, and you got to stay maintaining on it,
Todd, the Moa Challenge is our news. That's our source. That's our plug-in to the company. What's going on? That's our local events, our national events. If you're an RX representative, you need to be hitting that Moa Challenge at least twice a day, in the morning and then during midday, to find out what's going on. I mean, that's our news source. And in RX Nation, I mean, I'm on both of those all the time, seeing what's going on in the company and getting training. And because something going on over in Michigan, I may not know about it, but it's posted on Moa Challenge, something that will benefit me. And I see it as our news source. And a lot of people are hung up on CNN, ABC, Fox. This is my news source, the Moa Challenge.
Yeah, and we've got one other co-host with us this morning, Kim Gray, and we're going to transition now into actually building a business. Kim started with a transformation pack, but yet she today probably has more upgrades to Ultimate or equal to anybody out there. She starts everybody on the same transformation pack. She's lost 80 pounds, but Kim is a Facebook pro. So Kim, real quick, if you don't mind, talk to us, just reiterate anything you want to about how you get people plugged in. But then I want to switch gears now and talk about how you use your own personal Facebook, what you do there to get Kim's got like 80 personal sponsors, and about 60 of them are through Facebook. So walk us through how you post, how you follow up, how you message, how you then get somebody in person with them. Walk us through your steps there, Kim.
Okay, Todd. Well, first of all, I do post my before and after picture. I try to do that once a week, and I get people to respond. But I am on a lot of buy, sell, and trade. I know some people has come up to me just even in Texas and say, well, they got knocked off but you got to word it not like you're selling nothing. You've got to word it like, wow, these products has changed my life. It's all about how you word on that buy, sell, and trade. You can't, like I said, you can't say that you're in a weight loss company, or I can't say, I just post that these products has changed my life, or I'll change it up a little bit. And the next time I put, wow, I feel amazing. Yesterday morning, I put on there, who would like to lose weight before Christmas time? I sent it out to 93 buy, sell, and trades. I got a total, I went back and counted for someone. I have got over 20 response of those people that wants to lose weight by Christmas time. And I got 6 new customers out of that just yesterday. I got a whole list of people that I have got to call back today. I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday because I was calling them other ones. So it's all about how you word it on those buy, sell, and trades. And like last night at 10 o'clock, I was sending all my buy, sell, and trades to actually Cynthia for her to do the same thing, because there's so many people out there commenting me on my buy, sell, and trades. But every week I post a different picture of my before and after to my Facebook page.
And then Kim, walk us through, be really clear now. So they respond to you, but you don't sell them on Facebook. Kind of talk to me. What do you say back to them on Messenger? And then walk me through the whole process from Messenger to customer to potential to distributor in your business.
Okay, well, whenever they comment and they want to know, or they want to lose weight like I did, or some people says, I've got to have this in my life, then I respond to them and I tell them, first of all, I tell them my testimony, how much weight I've lost at the beginning. And then I tell them about the drops. I'm point blank with them. I tell them what the drops does, how do you take it? And then I go into the MOA for inflammation, and then the Rejuvenates for all natural energy. Then they come back to me and they either say they want one individual product, or then I also come back and I say at that particular time, or you can also do this as a business and get a residual income coming in to help pay for your products. And when I do that, then that's when some of them will want to sign up immediately. And then you got some people that says, well, I want to just try it for the first month. Then that's when I would put them in as a preferred customer. And then 9 times out of 10, before their 28 days, you can reverse and from a preferred customer to a rep. And that's usually what happens.
And then Chris, because I don't want everybody to get too sidetracked, because we are in the social media world now. Same things can be done on Instagram, TikTok. You know, become a professional, because I mean, people, I wouldn't believe it if I wouldn't seen it with my eyes, because it used to not work years ago, but we've come of age. The virus has got everybody at home, and man, people are signing people up on social media. But Chris, you and I are old school. we do a lot of stuff in person. We actually pick up the phone call and talk to people. But Chris, you and I were talking yesterday, and it was weird because Brent Palmer called me yesterday, and we had the same conversation, and that is the ability to use the platform we're all on today, Zooms, to pick up the phone, call somebody, tell them about weight loss, making money, both, and then actually do a presentation 2-on-1 or in a small group via Zoom. Chris, talk to about that platform. I know you did 3 or 4 yesterday. I've probably done a dozen this week via Zoom for different people, and I think about 80% of them have joined. So walk through that process, Chris.
Yeah, Todd, I think sometimes people try to make this too complicated, and face-to-face is always the best. But obviously, with Facebook and the things that go on, and you're going to find prospects in another state, it doesn't mean you can always get there as easily. So as soon as setting up an appointment, just to say, I'm going to share some information, it just makes it, and most people now are familiar with Zoom. One of the things the pandemic did for all of us is it put more people on Zoom that had never heard of it. So it meant that it's easier. Everybody that we did Zoom with the last 2 days had already had it downloaded. So it was easy for them. So all we do is set it up. And I'm going to make this clear. If I'm doing a presentation on Zoom and I was told that they needed to lose weight and they want a health transformation, I still will talk about the business. I will still show the company. I do not cut my PowerPoint. I just don't emphasize it. And what I do is I say, just like this, hey, I've got a PowerPoint that's really designed for 30 to 40 minutes. It's not going to take that long, but I'll be jumping through a couple of slides. So if I'm there to share with them the weight loss, they want to hear about how this girl lost 70 pounds, I'm just going to be quick when I go through the company, but I want them to know there's a business. I do not want to skip over it. That's where I think even me, I was guilty. I didn't tell people about the business. I want to at least let them know there's a business. And how I preface this is at some point, if these products work really well for you, you might want to see a way to make enough money to pay for them. That's just an option. And then I go forward and I briefly mention the company, and then I'm gonna go through the products. But guys, the thing I want you to realize is that if the people that win here is the people that share the business the most, share the program, whether it's the weight loss program, the transformation program, the skincare program, it doesn't matter. The ones that share it the most and have conviction, I'm convinced these products are absolutely the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And I don't mean that because I'm just sold on them. I've just seen so many things happen at this point and seen so many lives change that I'm convinced if a person tries them, they will feel a change, period. And so I think that comes across in my presentation. So one-on-ones, 2-on-ones, and sharing what we do, whether that's face-to-face in a coffee shop, it can be on a phone call sometimes. I've had success there, but tell you what, Zoom gives you visual aid, gives you the face, and so you can read that person. And Merle Wilson, he's on our call this morning. He's a transformation pack D, so I'm going to throw in something, Todd. Merle loves D because he wants that auto ship on day one. He and I talked about this. He likes D because he's going to say, you're going to need another set of drops and you're going to need some more energy. So he's going to put them on that auto ship with drops and energy. And so he simply goes D and says, you're going to need drops at the end of 30 days. So I'm going to set up your auto ship so that your drops are ready when you start to run out of these. So it's just going to take you more than a month. Guys, that is his simplified system he's got down. Don't vary from a simplified system. Merle's all about D. Richard does C. Guys, just be repeating it. And what I'm going to promise you, I've been doing this now for 19 years. People do what you get them, what they did. If they started, like Richard Tuggle, started on Transformation Pack C, he didn't know there was anything else. And then people asked him about what he'd done. He said, all I know is this Transformation Pack C deal. And he just said it. For the longest, he just called it that. It's just called Transform C. I don't know. It's going to cost you $420 based on your sales tax and everything, and you'll be set up with a wholesale account. And that's about all he said. Now, from there, second, you got to get them plugged in. And I want to throw one other thing at Todd before we go forward, and that is this. If you sponsor a person, I want you to listen close to this. If you sponsor a person, you are responsible for them. Meaning this, you got to get them plugged in. You need to coach them up. You need to help them when they have a cheat day. You need to make sure that they're on the plan. If you want them to succeed, if you want your business to succeed, Richard Tuggle, I want you to unmute. How many times did I wear you out about how were you doing on the plan? Not daily, but did I contact you when you first started on a regular basis?
Every other day. And
I'd been just a text.
He just coached me along. help me, ask me, what have I been eating? Do I need to tweak some stuff? And you got to help people be successful with their transformation. And Chris helped me along. I can tell you, I would not be doing the business right now because I need a little encouragement, a little tweaking and stuff if Chris hadn't stuck with me to help me get a transformation.
Now, these Saturdays help plugging them into that, but they're not going to plug in on day one. Most of them are not going to be here on day one. So if I can't call everybody on your team to coach them, but you sponsor 4 to 5 people, you can coach 4 or 5 people at a time. Tammy doesn't need to call Leroy anymore. Leroy is coached up. He knows what he's doing. But in the beginning, I can assure you, Tammy Crimweddy was coaching up Leroy to get him to feeling better. She wanted him to, we could go into other people. But guys, coaching up a person to get them successful, one, on their transformation. And guys, there's going to be people who join here just for the money. Coach them up on their money transformation. It's not one or the other. It's whatever they came for. If y'all would have tried to, if Todd had tried to coach me up on weight loss, even though he did tell me when we started, and they just started with the drops, he told me to go hungry, do whatever I had to do. I had to make these drops work. It was a joke kind of, because we didn't know how good they were. We're brand new. But I will tell you, we talked about the financial side and how good it was going to be for us business-wise. So guys, just know that you've got to talk about what is important. What? People only listen to one radio station. That's WIFM. And that's what's in it for me. That's the station they hear. So they're interested only in, and most times in the very beginning, about 80, 90% of my business is about health change. Then there's that 10 or 15% about the business side. But here's what you got to understand. That health change for Richard Tuggle became the business side. So coach them up on what they want to be coached up on. I know I went a little long on that, but I think sometimes we fail to realize we send them a package and they don't hear from you for 3 weeks. How do you expect them to be successful? You've got to get them focused in. They have a cheat day. Encourage them to get back straight. Encourage them to continue. And that's where there's a difference in encouraging and wearing them out. I won't call any names, but I know some people that'll wear you out. They get one rep in and they want them to go build the world. Guys, you get somebody in, drip on them with some encouragement, not wear them out. When are you going to sign up again? Who are you going to get in tomorrow? That's not encouragement. That's slavery. That's not what we're after. We're looking for a volunteer army. I know I'm in Tennessee, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Vols fan, but we're looking for people who want to be with us. We look for people who want what we have. In the beginning, they want what you had health-wise. I can assure you, as many people on my team want to be home-based business, living off residual income. I don't have an office. And no, guys, I mean, that's where people start to begin the other side transformation. That is to see the ability to work from home and to have the things you dreamed about. I can't imagine doing something different. I know we haven't talked that much about the business side, but guys, I can't even imagine these people have to go to work and drive a car to get there and have a set time. I get text messages from people at 7 o'clock. I couldn't do that. I'm sorry. I don't know how y'all make it. The ones that are on still doing that, I'll stick with what you got. This will take you away from that. I couldn't do that. Sorry, I got the preaching, Todd. I didn't mean to, but I just want people to know there's another way.
So Chris, if everybody will get pen and paper in front of them, we're going to conclude this. We got about 5 minutes left. I love Crystal Vance's training. She's really good. She said this from stage in Dallas. It's become my new mantra. I've done it for 19 years, but she just really simplified it in her training. But write this down. This is your ticket to success. 4 things you got to do here. Number 1, make contact with people. We've covered it. You can pick up the phone and you can call them. You can. I don't like text message. I don't think it works nearly effective, but if you're scared, you can even text message. Social media is the new way. Master it. I'm not the one to train you. Kim is a master. Anthony is a master. I learned something on Facebook today with him talking about those trainings he's put in RX Nation. I got so much more to learn, and I'm diving in. Make contact with people. That's number 1. And the more contacts you make, the more number 2s you're going to get to do. Number 2, show the presentation. Don't talk to people. That's the Achilles heel of failure. Show them. Set up a Zoom. Send them a video. If you don't know how to do it, do a 2-on-1, which means you're finding somebody in your upline that knows how to share this in a formatted way. What I do a lot, because sometimes I can't do Zooms, Anthony Moreland has done a Zoom presentation the last 2 Mondays. They're both unbelievable. I'm talking about they are fantastic. He kept them both to 30 minutes. He goes right through the presentation, hits the key products. Tammy Crumwitty's on there with him. Vince Green's on there with him. Dr. Crystal Vance is on there. So I've done this week to about 6 or 7 people that I couldn't get to live, is I will send them that video and I say, watch this 30-minute Zoom and let's talk as soon as you get done watching it. So number 1, make contact. Number 2, show the presentation. Nothing, Chris, Mark, Richard, we all do this. That's the reason all you guys are so successful. Nothing's better than in person. If I can get to somebody in person, I'll drive 6 hours before I'll do a Zoom, just because I'm in this to create a big business. And I know that if I'm face-to-face, my chances are higher than it is on a Zoom. And I know a Zoom, my chances are higher than it is if I send a video. And I know a video is higher than it is if I just have a conversation on the phone. So kind of a good, better, best scenario, but just make sure you're showing. Make contact, show the presentation. Number 3, Dr. Crystal Vance, who said this on stage, I love it. Sign them up. Richard and Mark and Kim Gray, the 3 people you've heard from today, I'm horrible at signing people up. I'm a football coach. I have trouble asking for the deal. So I'm a great presenter, though. So I love to present for Mark, Richard, and Kim, because as soon as I get done presenting, they sign them up. They pull their application out. They say, get this transformation pack right here. We need to turn your auto ship on today. Choose this auto ship right here. I'm going to call it in right now. You're going to be in the system in 60 seconds. And boom, sign them up. Number 4, final step of the process, get them plugged in and get them started. Get them put in MOA Challenge. Get them put in ARIIX Nation. We're not going to get to it today, but I love to immediately take new people into the X office, go to my business, immediately set up their commission so they show them where to go put in their routing number and account number. It's probably 50% of the people I show up at a meeting, they're like, I haven't been paid yet. And I'm like, why haven't you been paid? I know you've signed people up. No, I don't know. Something's wrong. And they've never set up a way to get paid. They never put in their direct deposit or sign up for their ARIIX pay card, however they want to get paid. Make sure they know how to go look at their commission statement on Tuesday night when it gets posted. So it gets them excited. They know paychecks are coming on Friday. It's under my business, under commission statements. Make sure they know how to go to their dashboard and see 1.1 and 1.2, the 2 legs we're going to be building, and the volume there. Show them which one's their bigger leg. Like, go in there and make those things happen. So I'm going to back up, and then we're going to get closing comments from everybody. But make contact. That's what I have 2 Achilles heel in the business. My Achilles heel number 1, I don't make enough contact. No matter how big my business gets, if you want it bigger, you got to make more contacts. My Achilles number 2 is I'm horrible at getting them signed up. I love working with people that are good at those 2 things, because I'm really good at number 2. I'm really good at showing the business. So I'm always working on my things that I'm not good at. Everybody's different. Generally speaking, people that are great at making contact and great at signing them up, they're generally not good presenters. So they're always working at becoming better presenters. We all can get better at getting people started, getting them plugged in, just taking the time, sending them a get started sheet. Make your own. These are the important things. Here's ARIIX.com. Here's how to get your X office. Here's your ID. Here's your password. Here are some great Facebook websites to get plugged into. Here's our reoccurring Zoom numbers on Monday morning presentations or on Saturday morning trainings. These are always going to be occurring. They're always live. So that being said, Mark, let's go to you, then Kim, then Richard, and Chris, you close this out. And Tammy Crumwitty, I know you're on here as a co-host today, and I've just remembered that, and I am sorry I haven't come to you. Tammy's one of the best at social media and making contact. So before Chris speaks, Tammy, after everybody else, if you want to say anything about making contact, add your information in there. But Mark?
Hey, this business is simple, okay? It's not easy, but it's simple. Yeah.
Go ahead, Mark. Tammy,
and share with everybody.
All right, yeah, this business is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's about seeing enough people, saying the right things, and then do the right things. It's everything, those 4 steps all rolled into one simple phrase. See enough people say the right things and do the right things. And that's what this business is all about. That's just life. So, three things and you can be successful in this business.
Sorry for interrupting you, Marc. I would just add, share with everyone, don't prejudge. I think we're all born with the desire to help people, and that's exactly what we get to do here. So help everybody.
Last thing I want to say about this all, guys, is that we've already went over a few minutes. Guys, you really don't quit. If there's anything I would tell anybody, the secret to success in this industry is to continue to plug away. Don't get sidetracked. Be consistent. If you're going to show one person a day, one person a week, your business will obviously be quicker if you're showing 3 a day. If you'll be consistent over time, the right people will enter the business. I will assure you that is the big lesson I tried to teach in Fort Worth was, guys, everybody struggles. When you hear Todd and I talk and you hear about our success, you think that we got here easy, when the truth of the matter is we just stuck and almost quit. I did. I told that story. Just stick and try to be consistent. Your business will not grow. I will promise you, your business will not grow by coming to Zooms. Your business will grow because you're sharing the business between now and next Saturday Zoom. You shared the business with 4, 5, 6 people. If you'll do that and then plug them in, there's going to be some that will still fall through the cracks. There'll be some that don't make it. Everybody thinks I got lucky because I found Richard Tuggle. I can give you a list of people between me and Richard Tuggle that did not do anything, but yet I didn't quit and kept looking for that next person. Guys, hear what happened. Richard Tuggle's sponsor is not on here. Now she's collecting, she's still active as far as doing it, but she's not on here. But she did lead me to Richard. So follow the trail, work with your people, and don't quit. And guys, good things will happen. You're setting if you knew what I knew, if I could get one little thing to each of you here, because I know a lot of people in this call, is to understand, Todd and I got goosebumps standing up on my arm right now. I'm just telling y'all, I'm an old man. I wish I was younger. Guys, in the next 3 years, you can't comprehend what's going to happen. And there's going to be a bunch of you on this call say, I believe you now in 3 years, and we're going to be talking about it and wherever the event is. And unfortunately, some of you are going to not be there in 3 years because you're going to say, oh, I couldn't get it to work. But the truth is you didn't stick long enough to make it work. And you didn't do what it takes to continue to share it. Nobody ever said this is easy. It's network, W-O-R-K, work. It takes work. But it's not kind of work. It ain't digging swimming pools. I can promise that, or bail bonding or bounty hunting like I've done in the past. So it's not hard work. It's just consistent work. So Todd, last thing, anything from you? We're going to say go Ole Miss.
Or Kim, anything y'all want to say in closing?
Well, show the plan, show the plan, show the plan, then stick and get your pay.
Kim?
Anthony?
Simple. Take what you learned today and just do it again, and learn to teach this to somebody else, or learn to point them into the tool. And you got to do it over and over and over and over. And yeah, you might mess up. It's all right. You still got to do it over. You just got to keep doing it until you get good.
You got it.
Thanks, Chris, for putting these on.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. Remember, like next Saturday, Ken and Deb Snyder out of Canada, and then the following week, Deanna Laxton, guys. There'll be some really 2 power-packed weeks from amazing things coming up the next 2 Saturdays. So, guys, have a great day.